All right. Um, so my second question would be, um, I think yesterday somebody asked you what is your, like, do you also experience being drawn to the separate self? And you said occasionally you are. And I think I also heard you in one previous retreat say like 95%, something like that. So, and then you also said like Ramana Maharshi also got angry with the cooks, for example. He
Well,
wasn't.
I didn't say that he did. I can't know that he did.
Yeah, and then,
But I was just trying to make the case that we should never say never.
yeah,
I was
definitely.
speculating about Ramana Maharshi. I didn't mean to make a statement.
Yeah, no, clear. But actually, I think this is very possible because also I have the experience when I'm really aware that it like also happened once or twice that I really seemed from the outside maybe are like angry, but I had no angry energy at all inside of me. I just wanted to make a point
But
very
that's
clearly.
a different thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a different matter. It's quite possible to display a show of anger, to be firm and occasionally fierce if required by the circumstances, and for the display of anger not to be accompanied by any inner emotion of anger. That's one thing. That's possible. But that's not what I was referring to. I was referring to times when actually one does get triggered and you genuinely feel anger.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say I've met a lot of very fine people in my life, not least all of you, but many people who have a deep, profound, sincere understanding of this approach. But of course, I can never know what anybody else is experiencing, so this is only speculation. But I have never met anyone who I considered was beyond the occasional personal reactivity. And to me, if an occasional old habit of reactivity arises, it's not a failure of the understanding. I don't judge it. I don't consider it a failure. It's just an old habit that is provoked from time to time, and we don't have to be perfect. And partly the reason I say this is because I felt when I was younger for so long that I did have to be perfect. I had a model of Ramana Maharshi as perfect, and I always wanted to be like him, and I always failed miserably. And I gave myself a lot of grief. I always felt I was failing. So when I stopped imposing this belief of this desire to be perfect on myself, I was relieved of such a burden. So I have no problem with saying yes, from time to time. Occasionally something can happen, and it usually happens with one's nearest and dearest. Something can happen that triggers me.
Okay, and so, and would you say then, within the years, these became less and less because probably...
Yes, absolutely. They occur less and less frequently, and when they do occur, they last for less and less time. So they arise, and instead of becoming a dark emotion that lasts for 3 days, it lasts for 3 hours. And then after a while, instead of lasting for 3 hours, it lasts for 3 minutes. And then after a while, you notice that you feel it comes up, you feel triggered, it comes up. You don't then express it and trigger a conflict that lasts for a week. You feel it come up. You don't express it. You don't repress it, but you don't express it. You hold it, and you let it die down, and then you continue the conversation. So yes, it happens less and less often and lasts for less and less time.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful image somewhere of Shankaracharya used to refer to this image of a Krishna being bitten by a snake, and he held the poison in his throat. It's a beautiful image. he neither let the poison go inside and poison himself, but nor did he let the poison out and poison the world. He just held it in his throat where it was neutralized. Well, that's how we hold this. You get provoked, you get bitten by the snake, the reactivity comes up, you hold it in your throat metaphorically, you hold it in the space of awareness. You neither express it and poison your relationship or the world, nor do you let it go into you and fester and amplify itself in feelings. You just hold it in your throat metaphorically, you hold it in the space of awareness, and you let it subside, and then you continue the conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, not but. I still think that Ramana Maharshi, like in my feeling, that I think that there could be somebody that, like, not after talking to the cooks, going to his place and saying, "Oh, I don't know, that was a blind spot and I got triggered again," you know, something like that. Sort of.
You know, I hold Ramana Maharshi in the highest esteem. Like Jung said of Ramana Maharshi, he was like a white spot on a white page. Well, I'm like a pale grey spot on a white page.